Welcome back, welcome back. So, I was just thinking, I was once told, more than once, and heard, if you can control the way the man thinks, that man's no longer your problem. In a lot of different ways, that's true. And I think my brain just made an observation of that. Now, for a long time on my channel, I've been talking about how it's unfair for certain people and how it's unfair for everyone in some way. And then I always show you guys, although you may not have it as great as you want, you don't have to deal with truly being on like the bottom, you know? As a Negro, not a black man, not a Jamaican man, not an African man, there's nothing wrong with any of those cultures or people, you know? But genetics, history, and common sense will prove that we're all not the same. I don't care that you share a brown complexion or a blacker complexion. That means nothing. It doesn't. What you believe in, I don't believe in. What you go through, I don't go through. You know what I mean? Now, we're not going to jump to some big, dumb, goofy shit, right? We're going to use a video game. Something that, most people be like, it doesn't matter. It's just a game. Yeah. Like the famous people or smart people said, if I control what you think, I don't need to worry about you. And that's that. Now, this game is outrageous on the level of inclusion as a good thing, I guess. It includes everybody. We got all different races in there competing in the games. You have straight people, you have gay people. Um, black, white, Spanish. There's a lot of different ethnic groups, right? And for some reason, sometimes, well, majority of the times for Negroes, even if the story's fake, you still cannot be the bottom. You're always going to be the soldier. Your woman is always going to be manly. More soldier and more fucking balls than you. Fucking most picked, In this game, it started out with a Negro woman. Well, it didn't start out with her, but I'm just talking from our experience. A Negro woman, I think is the first, or Lifeline, the Jamaican woman. I'm not sure. One of them were the first to join, right? To represent. Not saying that's their storylines to represent for, because that's not their storylines. Everybody has their own personal story. But it's really funny that the Negro woman has all the same fucking real life problems and that Negro man. One, They're split apart and they're not a family. Due to war. Having to fight other fucking people's war. And being good at it. And then, out of all the characters that are women that are fighters and it's a shooting arena. Why is it that the Negro woman has to be a man? A super soldier man. But all the other women, they're killers, they're scientists, they're fucking, alright, let's just stick with the black thing. Lifeline is a Jamaican character, right? And she comes from a billionaire family. Negro, you're poor, you have a fucking slumlords, you're fucking, the best you could do is join an army of fucking your overthrowers. And be cannon fodder. It's the best you get. Then go compete in some games. Go represent for them. It's a fucking joke. So, Lifeline is a Jamaican billionaire daughter, which I actually like her storyline the best, because she's a humanitarian. She's a billionaire's daughter, and she found out that her billionaire family are corrupt and evil. So she decides to go leave being rich and go join a fucking Red Cross Foundation or some shit and go on, like, war. And be a medic. And save people instead of hurting people. And I was like, that's what's up, that's cute. Why couldn't the Negro woman have that? Why couldn't she just come from an upper class family, middle class? Why'd she have to be a fucking man? A soldier man with a mohawk. Oh yeah, I forgot. Our women are fucking built for war, and they'll rip your fucking head off. It was nice they gave it a mohawk to, make her remember, throw it in our children's faces that you're Indian. You're not black, you're not a Negro, you're fucking Indian. That's why you wear that mohawk. That's why all the tribes of the world fucking laugh at you. Why you call yourself everything but what the fuck your ass is. And then it would make sense why your ass is so broke. Got a bunch of motherfuckers living on your shit, not paying rent. Anyway, it just really bothered me to then find out, because, as a black male, you kind of you really hate not seeing yourself in a video game, And then when you gotta see yourself and you gotta play as yourself, but as the woman version of you, you kind of get pissed off why everybody else gets to, pick male characters of themselves. Then they finally introduced her brother, Newcastle. Did you know that's an actual place? Her name's Bangalore. Did you know that's an actual place? Guess where Bangalore is? I forgot where, but I looked it up, and it's impoverished and poor. It's nice to be known. It's nice to be named after another place. Represent a mohawk, which represents where you are, but then you're black, which represents nothingness. It's real fucking cute. So her brother joins the games, right? And I guess wants to unite with his sister. So and he's like a fucking the typical big brute black guy. Love everyone, defense, save everyone. You're Jesus Christ. Everyone, you're just there to be a human shield. That's his special move. He literally has a shield, and he protects his people. Wait up. So the man is a human shield. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Protection, man. Men do things like that. And so I don't mind them giving him a more softer, you know, passive play defensive player. It's all we ever really got anyway. But it just made me mad because he's like a fucking pushover. He's the typical token nigga they all want us to be. Happy go lucky, don't give a fuck about who you was, only care about who you are. And cut your motherfucking afro off, nigga. Your bitch could wear her natural hair, but you can't, nigga. You gonna cut that shit off. You wanna be in these military services, sound the fucking horns. So that kind of pissed me off, you know, because I'd be like following a little bit of the lore of the game every now and again, because it has to do with, you know, what's going on now in the future. Just like my game Division 2 has to do with the future. We're past Division 2, though. We're past the epidemic and, you know, the plague. But there's supposed to be another round. Mentions among the airways of YouTube and all that. Hey, you know, it's kind of not the first fucking time the world's been hit. You ever heard of Black Plague? Oh, okay. So when you get real scared because something really big like that happens, just remember, you ain't the first, and you ain't gonna be the last. It's just really disappointing, though, to get back onto what I said in the beginning of, if I control the way you think, I don't need to worry about you. If your children only see yourself as soldiers, drug dealers, or fucking rappers or sports, you're nothing but entertainers. And if you ever want to join the world stage, go get in that fucking war and spearhead that shit for us, and then you could be somebody. Oh yeah, I forgot. We did that, and none of our soldiers are remembered. The things they did to win these wars and help do these, they're not remembered. They don't get a fucking Memorials Day or nothing. They don't even get remembered. People don't even think where we even took place in every single war that ever was in this country. Every time the U.S. fights, my people are there. It started with fight to get out of slavery. You get out, now fight for a job. Now fight for us to not break your fucking head all over the streets. And it's like, yo, bro, how much more? Why can't we go any higher than what we are? Now I can see, right? I can see if we were useless. But when I see all the things that my people have created and done and all these valorous things, I'm like, yo, bro, we're like one of the best. If we ain't the best, we're one of the best at anything and everything. I don't give a fuck what you want to compete in. No matter what you people compete in, I'll pull a nigga out of the out of the fucking hat, and it's a nigga that did some shit that you enjoy it right now, but you don't think a nigger did it. Not a black man, not an African, not a Jamaican. They all have their inventions. They all have their things, you know. And I'm tired of getting lumped in with everybody else's things. You know how they lump us all? You're black. I'm tired of that. I don't want to be black no more. Because yous get to say, I'm black, but I'm Jamaican. I'm black, but I'm German. I'm black, but I'm this. I'm black, but I'm that. And then there's us that's just fucking black. And you're Negro. And then you find out when you actually start learning, Negroes used to be called something else. And what was that? What happened to force these fucking people to stop calling themselves what they were and then say, I'm a Negro? Was it violence? Yes. Was it law? Yes. So, now that it's not against the law, I'm going to go back and say, I want my old name, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot you have people pretending to be me. And then when you find out those names are not real names neither, you know, When you find out we didn't name ourselves Native Americans, none of the fucking names these people got have nothing to do with the original people of this land. You think they call themselves English words? First of all, use your fucking common sense. Use your fucking common sense. First of all. So, when I get my fucking real shit back, not the name of a land, because I know my people aren't like your people. We don't name ourselves after our forefathers or a fucking landmass we don't own because we know God owns the shit. So maybe we should just say we're the children of God. Maybe we should just say that. Since no other fucking name, you're not gonna give us our shit back. How about we just say that? Not the people of the book and all that. No, we're the real deal children of God. You don't believe me? When I name all the worst things in the world, and when you all took part in those things, and majority of us didn't. When everybody's pounding you and hiding your name from you, oh yeah, it's not. You just give the shit up. See, I look in history and I watch a lot of people. I see things. Half of you don't even know your real original names. You just gave it up. They took it from me. You just walked away from it. All love, all praise to the Most High. It's really funny how since television has started, before television, newspapers. See, when you're smart enough to look back and see the trick go on the whole time, you're like, wow, people are so fucking dumb. Either you're evil as fuck and you're just watching it happen, which that's part of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you're evil. Let me just rephrase. You're a coward because you know what'll happen to you. And I can understand that, you know what I mean? I can totally 100% understand why you would not be like, we're quadruple teaming these people. And if I say one thing, not even my own people will stand with me, so my own people will go against me and all them other motherfuckers. I get it. You know what I mean? But when you people are, wondering why Mother Nature and the Lord is ravishing this place, maybe use a question things like that. Like, how many was there before we came? How many of them went bye-bye? And I wonder if God said eye for an eye. And since, you're too small to do anything, the Lord said, I'll destroy your enemies. I'll make it even. Many of those thoughts come to my mind as I grow weary and sad for the world and watching all these things happen to everybody. Me personally, I don't want nobody to get whatever it is that we're all destined to get. But I do know that majority of people are not shown to be nothing to themselves and everyone else. People, like I said, it's just a game, it's just a movie, it's just a cartoon. Yeah, those are all things kids watch, though, and they're just idiot ass kids. So just because you're too stupid to understand that your kid watching themselves only be in position of fucking someone else's sword, someone else's shield, you're not the leader, you're the grunt. You're not the manager, you're the artist getting robbed. You're not the business owner. You get it? You can only be the face of things. You can never fucking own it yourself. You can't even own things you create. That's what I was saying about why can't we. I want, like, Negroes have to really separate. We have to separate from all black people. Not as in, oh, we're not like yous and you're not like us and yous did things. No, 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 no. We need to be heard. We need a national Negro fucking foundation, and that's it. You know? Something that we need to only pay attention for about us. We only need to help us. We only need to focus on everybody else got their shit. Everybody else is over here now, and they got more shit than you. And you've been here the whole fucking time talking about Martin Luther King, rights for everybody, rights for blacks, rights, love for whites and love for blacks. And, well, you're not black and you're not white. You're a fucking nigger. You're a Negro. They are all of those fucking names. You're not, nigga. You're a nigga. And when we finally get that through our heads, like, yo, bro, they're playing fucking semantics. When we go fight for these laws and all this, it doesn't say Negroes included. It says these people, this thing and that thing, and you're not none of those words. All these other people are those. You know why? They have a nation of people. They have a land. They have a fucking president. They have a fucking some spokesman. They have representation at the UN. Get it? Their people. Motherfucker that comes to speak only for them. Not to fucking say, yeah, all of us. I don't give a fuck about anybody. I know for a fact when you have Negro on your birth certificate, you're fucking marked. You're marked. Oh yeah, I just explained why. Because it's not a real fucking name. All love and all praise to our fucking Father.